boots. You know Humpty Dumpty?
Is that Humpty?
Yeah, he's big like that.
Ooh.
And so I kicked him down the stairs, and it was just like in the movies, actually. Because it hurts, like in the movies, you're like, wow, that looks like it hurts. It does.
Yeah, it never feels good.
Yeah, and he came up and, yeah, you didn't realize he could move that fast. But he got up and he was about to clobber me. So, yeah.
Oh, you're quicker than you look. Hi.
So, my question, if you could write a love letter to Todd and North Carolina to the honey, what would you say?
What would your love letter say?
All together now.
Mine would be an NSFW letter that you open up like, ah! What are you doing with powder? And then at the end it says, love.
And that's it. Oh, not safe for work. What? LAPD is better.
LAWDP.
Look who's using acronyms.
Yeah.
In the first episode of Aura, the light bulbs start going off. If you were host members, when would your light bulbs have gone off?
Yeah, I'm in the dark already, bro.
It's the first time I've ever, right now. There you go. First time we've been asked that. Good question.
Your hair is extremely blue.
Thank you. If you could steal one other person's voice for a day and just do whatever, whose voice would you steal?
Troy Baker!
I think I would steal.
I'd be like, schedule me a session right now. No, right now, Saturday, today.
I would take someone with an extremely high voice.
He said extremely.
No, I would take some, what's... Yeah, do you guys know Carrie Savage? I would take Carrie Savage's voice. I'd be able to like clear my throat like excuse me, freak people out.
Alright, I have two questions. First one is, how did you two feel about Haruhi?
Loved her.
Is that that dude that turned out to be a chick?
Liked her.
Yeah, she's cool.
And the second question is, what was Watanuki's feelings towards Yuka? For Todd from Hawk.
If Watanuki's feelings, I believe, can be summed up in a thought bubble of Yuko laying down on the bunk bed and then Watanuki shutting the door. And then they really begin to cook. Like steaks and stuff. Hunger Games. I only do that. God, where could I get tickets to the gun show? Jeez.
Don't buy out more than you can chew, bro.
If the cast of the host club had to become exorcists for the Dark Order, what do you think they would do?
What is in your hands? Is that the coyote? Oh.
It's just him. It's him. It's cool. So what do you think if the host club was against the event versus the Avengers?
Oh, that's a great question. We would be screwed.
That movie would be like a commercial.
Hi, welcome to the Hunger Games.
If the host club became exorcists for the Dark Order.
Oh, if they became Mexican for the Dark Order. We have a lot of those fruit things.
Tortillas, yeah.
The fruit
chimichangas.
yeah. With the chili powder on
There'd be a
top.
lot of gas.
Churros.
Yeah, a lot of beans, a lot of gas.
Yeah. Now, if they became exorcists for the Black Order, I think that the color scheme would change. I think it wouldn't all be just black and white.
Yeah.
I think the color scheme would change. It'd be a friendlier work environment.
Pastel.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Alright, I have two questions. First one's for Travis. You're very funny.
You're very funny.
I was complimenting you, but you can be a jerk about it.
You can be a jerk about it. No, come on back, come on back. I'm just trying to repeat everything
I
you
just
said.
figured, why didn't you get to do more in Moron?
He didn't talk, eh? I think I auditioned for one other. No, actually, I think I auditioned for Maury. It was like Chris Abbott and I. Chris was really busy, so I didn't want to, fancy tuna. I mean, you really have to be a phenomenal actor to do what that character did.
And the second question was, could we get a preview of this Hunger Games movie you're planning?
I have to put on certain gear and uniform, so we can't really.
Did you bring the pleathers?
Oh, I thought you said the plugs. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Earplugs.
Earplugs, folks. Earplugs.
I know she goes deaf in 1 ear. So
Yeah, I mean, it's over. What?
I have a question for each of you. For Travis, you mentioned you like water, so what does it feel like to play two different fire-using characters?
Two?
Like
Two?
Roy,
brother.
Roy and Ace.
Dude, Roy Mustang, Ace, Pierre from Aquarion had the fire kick. I played the Human Torch. I know, I forget there's a fifth one. Like, fire is apparently my thing. I mean, I'm a Leo, so I'm already a fire sign, so maybe it's just in the stars and it's supposed to happen that way, but yeah, I'm on fire, baby.
And for Todd, what was it like playing a hermaphroditic immortal angel in that one anime?
Oh, Rin?
Yeah.
No, you just
Well, you were a
spoiled it for
what?
everybody.
You were a what?
I was a Ken doll underneath, but I had both parts.
That's awesome.
Well, the thing about that show is that I didn't know about that until we recorded that moment. And I feel like if had I known that going into it, it would have changed how I would have done the character, because that's it's kind of a big. Can you imagine going on a date with A-Post and then it's like, one thing leads to another, you're playing Hunger Games, and you're like, whoa! Put your little jeweler's thing, whoa, 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 I see that. Yeah.
Shoot!
And so but it was a lot of fun though. I mean, what a show. If you guys haven't seen that show, remember when I said NSFW? That show, that's the subtitle of that show. Woo! Time seeds, that's all I gotta say. But thank you.
If you could play any female role in anime, which one would you play?
Ed. No, let's see.
Lust, because I just play with my boobs all day long.
Hey-o! They're looking at a chart of his productivity, and like right when he became Lust, it just went downhill.
Yeah. Travis hasn't left the house in like 2 weeks. I'm never coming out!
I think I would play a female role. Oh, like Witchblade. Or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm a fan.
This question is for both of you. If you could be a Sailor Scout, which one would you be and why?
A Sailor Scout?
Yeah.
A Sailor Scout.
Like Mercury, Mars. How would you not know this? I would be Tuxedo Mask.
I haven't seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Z. I really have not seen an episode.
Oh, now you take
I've seen parts of it.
I'm gonna Hunger Games you right now. I'm trying to Hunger Games you up to my elbow.
I would be.
Just name a planet. Come on! Anyway, first one, boom, go.
Oh, Venus.
I'd be Uranus. Wow, that's age appropriate, right? It's a planet.
Don't you guys like science?
How long did it take you guys to record your last Moron, like from beginning to end?
Oh man. It just, for him, I mean, I go to get a coffee and I come back and he's done. For me, it just takes, so you don't do it all in one go, you do it in contracts. So per contract, the director gets like 4 or 5 episodes per contract. And so you come in for each of those contracts, so it's drawn out over a long period of time. Unless you're more.
Yeah, I could have been done in one day, but it felt like being nice.
Especially selected this question.
Just what?
We especially selected this question.
Ooh.
Hi guys.
So there's obviously a very friendly rivalry going on with both of you and Vic and Yona. So in this sort of ongoing prank war that we occasionally hear about, why haven't you two teamed up against him yet?
See, I'm sort of like Switzerland. I remain neutral, and yet above it all. And I have awesome chocolate and gold.
And the last question we can offer you guys up pretty well.
That's on his business card, actually.
Yeah. Travis Willingham, awesome chocolate and gold.
How do you think the hosts club would survive the Hunger Games?
How do you think the house club would what?
Survive the Hunger Games.
Survive the Hunger Games.
Same way you are.
Dude, I would just shake up Honey and be like, no cake, now kill! What are you good tonight?
That's another franchise that I just...
Okay, so in the Hunger Games, they send kids into an arena and they have to kill each other. There's only one left standing in all of it, and then they can eat.
So it's like how we had to do it in Funimation.
Remember when you were standing above Vic with the spear and you,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Okay, all right. That was a lot of stitches, but hey, it was worth it. How would they survive? I think what we'd do is Cowder and I would engage in a little bit of yaoi stuff, and then everyone else would be, aren't they related? And then, stab, we win.
So the weapon of choice would be knives, right? Knives?
Yes, that's what I meant, yes.
You guys, we have one last question for you. Then we'll give you about 5 minutes. You can just have the wrap up.
So you guys were talking about superheroes earlier. If you could do the voice of any superhero, who would it be? Can you give us a sample?
Oh, any superhero could. Now this is a very, hold on. In order to, because I really do want to think about this question, but we've got to put on like some song to like, so we have the time to think about it. We're not just sitting here, you know, boring you guys. So let me first should be thinking, and I'm gonna find the song.
Because it's a nerd's dream like ours to actually play a superhero that we've grown up reading about in comics and stuff, and I've had the chance to play the Hulk and the Human Torch.
I didn't think about the superhero one. Oh, I mean, yeah. I think for me, realistically, like ideally, I would love to play Batman. I mean, that would, like, it's that same moment that I was talking about yesterday when I told, for those of you that were at that panel where I talked about meeting Mark Hamill. It's that same moment of, because whenever I get in the booth, I've never really ever had a moment where I'm kind of squeeing, because I just look at it like it's a job, and like I just need to do the best I can, so I'm thinking about that. But I think with Batman, that would be a speechless moment for me. But realistically, I'm not old enough for Batman. That's why I mentioned Terry McGinnis. I think I could do Batman Beyond. But I'd love to do Spider-Man. Be something like, hey, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So something like that. Can't you hear? Then you hear. Yeah.
I'm under, this is very cool for me. I'm under the pressure of NDAs not to say anything, but I can say that this year, I will be revealed as two different comic book superheroes. That I'm not allowed to say who, but I will say that they can both fly. I know that's a lot, that's why I can say it, because it's vague.
The Thing!
Yeah. Yes. And I was extremely excited when I got either one of them. I know. It's glory time. No. But yeah, it's
The Dazzler!
very cool.
Jubilee!
I would be Wonder Woman!
You see Travis in his invisible jet? There he goes. Show off.
Driving it naked.
Doesn't he realize he can't fly it naked? It's invisible.
What's up?
But no, that would be, yeah. So no, see, that's the thing is like, Batman.
It's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. Or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, dude. I've 3 times. I was telling Travis, I've auditioned for Spider-Man 3 times.
Or Nightwing, or Flash.
Or Nightwing, or Flash. God, I would love to do those. So any superhero. That's what I don't get in these movies where people like get powers and like, I never asked for these powers. I never want them. Give them to me, baby. Let's do it. Why, I'm a vampire. I live forever. I can't go out but at night. We're in the booth all the time. When we come out, it's nighttime. So great, give me the powers. Well, I gotta drink blood. There are a lot of people who deserve to get their blood drained.
True.
My movie would have no conflict, because the whole thing would be like, oh, I want to find out how to not, like the Hulk. Oh, I want to get these powers away. Bring it, baby!
Piss me off!
Yeah, I want to be Bruce
If
Banner.
you could have one superpower, what would it be? One. Just one. No combo.
Oh.
I say that. I know you're tricksy like that.
I think it would be, I think fanboying, it would be like to fly, but you gotta think, if you fall or get hit by a plane, you're dead.
That's what I always say!
Oh, really? Okay. So I'm thinking like a healing factor on like the 10th power.
Oh, so you never age.
Yeah, it's just, but see, that's the thing though. You never age, but you would never be able to work out really because you're tearing the muscles down, but they just go right back to
So
normal.
you just, wow.
You'd never be able to learn anything?
I'd just be invulnerable, that's it. And I would just throw myself up on really high things. I'd go to a skyscraper and just jump off, and people would be like, oh my God! I go, boom! What's up? Get some old woman a heart attack.
That sounds good, I like that.
Walk out into traffic. Oh, sorry about your Bentley.
I'm fine. Yeah. Very cool. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We've had a fantastic time with this. This is a lovely convention. You guys are lovely, lovely people. The staff is wonderful. The time is awesome. Thank you guys so much.